It's Memory Monday. We are going to try and memorize some stuff. I was thinking and thinking about what I wanted to memorize or recite. I want to, there's a big thing about moonwalking with Einstein. He goes through the book and has a lot of thoughts about, he goes and finds the people that can remember everything. And then there's the people that have suffered brain injuries who can't remember anything past a few seconds. And but at the end of the book, he really digresses about how these techniques really help because he's talking about how he still forgets his car or his keys and things like that. Now, Nelson Dellis talks about how to like practically apply all of these things. So I don't really have something super amazingly practical. I was thinking about things I could memorize, like logical fallacies. Just a little while ago, I also remembered memorizing full recipes for good meals that everybody likes. That would be handy because there's a lot of, I mean, if you just know a recipe offhand, that'd be really amazing. So, but there was another thing I had already memorized Invictus, but also I wanted to memorize the Theodore Roosevelt's Man in the Arena speech. So I'm going to try and recite it, but there's a problem. When I first grabbed a copy, I'd grabbed a copy that had a line cut out, so it wasn't complete. So here we go. I'm going to try and recite it, but there's a line missing, and it's been a while since I went over this. I did not review this properly. So, okay. Theodore Roosevelt's Man in the Arena speech is goes something like this. It's it's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood. Yeah, see, there it goes. It's who spends himself in a worthy cause. No, wait, hold on. Who strives valiantly and who spends himself in a worthy cause, who comes short, who errs and comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, who in the end knows if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his soul shall never be with those cold and timid souls who knew neither victory nor defeat. I know I made a bunch of errors, but I had a lot of it in there. And also it's one of those, once you have it down like Invictus, it's really cool because it's the meant number one, it's a speech that can lift you up, but also there's the knowledge that I memorized this and I was able to do this. So there's the I accomplished this. So um I'll need to put that, like I said, there was a gap in there and I hadn't reviewed it, but that one was the one I used a journey method. I used walking around and things for each one, but I didn't review it. And I need to there's things that how often you review it. I think there was 5 times. There's ones that's immediate. There was a day later, and then a week later, a month later, and then like a longer term, like 6 months. So, um, yeah. And if you can create a schedule for that, that might be even better. So, and some things are just in there more solid. So, I do have a PAO method, and I was thinking about also making a uh, another one more applicable or one that a lot of people would want, like one that was made strictly from Pokemon or something. So, um, comment or message me and say like, hey, what would be the most coolest thing to memorize? Anyway, don't look for a fair fight.